About 10 years ago, I sold off my Pokemon collection. At the time, I got about $800 for the collection. And this collection was stacked, to say the least. Tons of EXs, E-Series cards, Deltas, Vintage, you name it, I had it, and these are just a few of the heavy hitters. And I regret selling it today because it's now worth $5,040. Ouch. And so I would like to restart my collection, but I have nothing to start, so I'm going to be starting from scratch. And my hope from this series is to gain my collection and grow it so that it can compete head-to-head with my childhood collection. This is Pokemon from Scratch. How's it going, guys? I recently picked up a Pokemon collection, a small collection from somebody local, and this is their childhood collection in which they said some of these cards have been in here for over 20 years. And so got some really cool history here, some good cards, and I'm going to tell you up front, I paid $400 for the collection. And this is a part of my series in which I'm trying to get as close as I can to my childhood collection. Not exactly, but value-wise. And that's kind of my goal. And in that, what better to do than to buy somebody else's small collection? And so I want you guys to let me know how you guys think I did in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And I know I've been saying that I need to try to trade some stuff and try not to I don't want to just buy things, but I felt like this is a good deal and I couldn't pass it up. So I've got a basic Gyarados. These are non-holographic, but then I have one of the heavy hitters, a Neo Genesis Lugia. And I've never owned this card in my life. I love Lugia, it's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm really excited to own this card. It's a fantastic card, and if it's in as good a condition as I think it's in, I think this could be a couple $100 right there alone. I got Ninetales, Magneton, and this is a non-holo Dark Arbok. Got the promo Mewtwo and Misty Seadra. This is the pre-release version, but we got some cool trainers. These are all non-holographic as well, but still some good rare cards from some older sets. We got some holos. One of them is a Jolteon. Maybe not perfect condition, but still a good card, and an Electrode. And some of these cards I already own. I'm aware of that, but I am trying my best to just get some cards that maybe have some value that I can sell off and get better things for. We got a Weezing, Dark Weezing First Edition. We got a Shadowless Beedrill, a couple more rares, Dragonite, Clefairy, Rocket Scyther. I don't own that card. That card I always thought was super cool. And some more, Neo Genesis Slowking. I love that card. Got a Venusaur, Typhlosion. Beautiful cards, guys. Beautiful cards. Oldies but goodies. Let's speed this up a little bit. Couple more heavy hitters. We got a Dark Charizard, Dark Dragonite. I love these Team Rocket set cards. They're some of my favorites, and I don't own either of these two cards. We have Dark Weezing, and again, if they're in good shape, which I think they're in decent shape, we should be pretty good value-wise on that. Next, we got a Zapdos, and another heavy hitter, a Shadowless Mewtwo. Shadowless Mewtwo. Fantastic. Then we have a holographic Rainbow Energy. I know, it keeps going, guys. Nidoqueen, Vaporeon, Lapras, Poliwrath, Meganium from Neo Genesis. It is a foreign card, but still cool. Alakazam, Machamp, Pidgeot. This is one I do not have for my collection, so I'm excited to add that in. Next, we got Vileplume, Raichu, Nidoking. Just some good cards, guys. Good basic cards. I don't own either of these two. Actually, I don't own either of these three cards for my collection, so I'm excited for those. And then lastly, we have a Neo Revelation Skarmory. But maybe not like the most amount of cards, but I think with the amount I paid for them, in that being $400, I think we did pretty dang good. And I'm really excited to get these into top loaders and get these out of this icky binder that some kid probably had back in the day. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to tell you guys what the values are and how we're doing with our series, and just a collection update overall. All right, everybody, I ended up getting everything in top loaders and getting the values put together, and I ended up getting a value of about $1,614. That is what I got in TCG Player, and I'll put that up front here. And these are the ones I'm really excited about. This ends up being one of the most expensive cards in our collection, and it's in fantastic shape. Most of these are in fantastic shape, actually. And part of the reason for that is because the owner, as he mentioned, had these in sleeves for about 20 years, and he had them in these really jank sleeves, and a lot of the sleeves that they kind of have this like bend to them, and so a lot of the cards were in these sleeves, and they look a little jank, but it worked, I guess, because most of them are in fantastic condition. Only a couple of them are a little bit beat up, but most of them are really nice. And I think this is a really cool, just old school vintage collection. I'm sure as a kid, like, this dude's collection was second to none in his school or area, because he has a ton of vintage hollows, like just a ton. And they don't disappoint. A lot of them from older sets, some pre-release stuff, but that kind of takes care of all the hollows. And then I did sleeve up, I think, the rares that actually have a little bit more value. I just valued anything above a couple dollars, just $1 or $2, just go ahead and get it in a top loader, because I know people like their cards in decent shape. And so ended up sleeving up most of this with top loaders, and I'll go ahead and get these in the binder. We're gonna have to reorganize some things, which may take me a minute. But then these, unfortunately, these just have a little bit of damage on them, and this is a foreign card, and this one's not really worth that much. But these will just kind of go with some of the bulk that we have in penny sleeves. But how do you guys think I did? We have a total of $1,614 here, and if we add that to our collection total prior, we have about $2,666 from that collection. So our total collection value is $3,328. And remember, I'm chasing about $5,000 for my childhood collection, and I think we'll be able to pass that up sooner than later. And I may end up having to sell a couple of these just to get some value back. We are a little bit in the hole, but before I head out here, I want to give you an update with some of the recent developments with our Pokemon from Scratch series. And so I'll play a short video to end us here. And yeah. Breaking news from the Pokemon from Scratch News Network. We ended up selling our Charizard for $275. Then we ended up selling our Umbreon and Espeon for $43. We found somebody to trade locally with and traded our Alakazam and Wigglytuff for their Moltres and Misty's Seadra pre-release, and we got $15 on top of that. We then made a sale for $26 of Ninetales Seal and a couple Shadowless trainers. We then ended up buying a Charizard for $160, then packaged that together with some other cards, Venusaur, Poliwrath, and Moltres, and got $360 from that. Today, our total collection is valued around $3,032, and we are about $255 in the hole. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and it seems like we're wheeling and dealing here, and hopefully the next couple months before the year ends can be productive, and hopefully we can get to our goal. And so thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see more content from the channel, and go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Peace.